Hello, everybody, and welcome to Awesome August Live class. This is Karen, and I am going to be sharing with you some really awesome ways for you to get more comfortable with your visibility, get more comfortable with just the experience of having people look up to you and people following you and having that leadership role that really comes. And it's very interesting because as it starts to happen, we tend to bring in resistance. So one thing I really wanted to talk about tonight that I felt it's interesting because Astra asked for a question in the group, so I wanted to address that question because one of the big things for me when I first started broadcasting, when I first started doing a lot more visibility, was my inner child. My inner child was, from 0 to 7 years old, we really don't have a filter, and so basically everything that we're being told is being downloaded into us, and we really don't have a way to filter it out. And so every time we take a step out of our comfort zone and we know there's something bigger, there's something more exciting, expansive happening, that little child says, wait a minute, no, let's stay back here. We don't want people to see us. Things that were said to us when we were children are things that we say to ourselves now. And so when I started to have more and more visibility and more people knowing who I was, and I was no longer under the radar, and I had people who I didn't even know contacting me and saying that I changed their lives. And, it just was amazing to me. But this was what my guides were explaining to me. This was what was coming. They explained this to me, and they helped me. So what I've started to do, and what my exercise that I really love, that helped me so much, was have a conversation with that little child. Have a conversation by doing a meditation. And I have lots of those, and I'll post one on the in our group. But for right now, I wanted to do a grounding meditation that will help us. And then also, I call it the illumination of pink light. And I'll do a little meditation for that. And then I'll be teaching you different techniques and different exercises and things that have helped me along the way, and also showing you how you can use Instagram so that you can create more of a following from Instagram. Also sharing with you how to rock your talk so that you want to get out there and do your talking, and, so that you can really feel good about the talk that you're sharing, so that, you really make a difference every time you speak online or offline, wherever you are. So I'm going to talk to you about the 7 C's of building a raving community of fans who love you and want to share your stuff. And then we'll talk about the 3 E's of broadcasting, and I really think that those 3 E's are really important. And then we'll talk about the P's, the 5 P's of rocking your talk. So we'll be going into those, and I'm really excited to also open up the lines so that I can answer any questions for you. But first, let's get nice and grounded. Let's get nice and grounded, okay? Let's start by just really getting into our body and slowing down the breath. Let's just bring our attention to the top of our head. And just let an imaginary flow of energy, not imaginary, a beautiful, see it as whatever color it feels good to you. And feel that energy. I'm actually seeing it as a turquoise color myself. Turquoise and pink. And feel that energy just relaxing your mind and quieting all your thoughts and just letting that beautiful energy float down past your brain, floating. Open your jaw slightly. Feel your jaw just relax. Feel your shoulders drop. And feel the energy just floating down your arms, going down into your fingertips. Feel that buzzing energy, that beautiful, beautiful energy in your fingertips. Relaxing your hands and feel the energy pouring down through your spine and seeing a column of light going all the way down into Mother Earth. Feel that energy relaxing your legs, relaxing your thighs and your calves. And just feel the energy pouring down into your feet and anchoring down into Mother Earth, into Gaia, holding you and balancing you with the harmonic resonance and the heartbeat of Mother Earth so that you are in true alignment, grounded and centered and calm. And I'm calling in Archangel Raziel and asking Archangel Raziel to help us with being a messenger of esoteric information and symbols so that we may help others understand spiritual truth. This energy of Raziel will help us in our mission and why we came here. And calling in Archangel Haniel to help us to be more kind and loving to ourselves, more accepting, letting go of all criticism and old stories and old programs. And now we activate the illumination of pink light. This beautiful ball of pink is surrounding and cradling us, a beautiful orb of pink light. This is a beautiful energy that opens us to receive without judgment. This bubble of pink blesses everything. This bubble of pink, the energy flows and blesses our food, our beverages, and breathe into any spaces that feel insecure. Breathe into any spaces that have an emotional charge, and let go of all your resistance. Release all anxiety and shame and blame and anything that isn't serving your highest and best good. Take a few moments to bring your attention into self-acceptance. Quietly saying to yourself, I deserve to have everything I desire. I am a steward to the vision that's been placed in me. I trust that my words will encourage all who hear them. And I'm allowing myself to release and let go. Take a deep breath and feel yourself releasing all the tension in your hands, opening your fingers to be open to receive, opening your fingers to let go of the old and bring in the new. Let's quietly say these affirmations to ourselves. I release and let go. I let go of fears old. I let go of all old stories. I no longer scare myself. I forgive myself for blaming. I forgive my parents for their fears. I am safe. I am completely safe. I live in complete safety. Each person creates their own reality. I know this. I now create a reality for myself of oneness, unity consciousness, and security. I create an island of safety all around me and all my loved ones. And before I do any kind of public speaking or broadcasting, I see myself on this island in my mind's eye, knowing that I am safe and serene. I walk freely into perfect peace. I create a world that is safe. Everyone in my world is peaceful and loving. Everyone I meet is part of my mission to help. I am safe. I am secure. I am at peace. Every corner of my world is safe. I am safe in the daytime. I am safe at night. I walk in peace. My inner intelligence reminds me that I am always safe. I am always led into peaceful situations. I bring peace everywhere I go. Let that energy of the purple orb, the pink orb, and the purple light that's coming through right now at the crown of your chakra. Feel that connection with divine love. And let the source of all that is be poured into you, trusting and allowing that all that comes through you is perfect. The words that you share are loving and kind. They're words that empower and words that uplift. Feel how powerful you truly are. Allowing the archangels to remind you to honor yourself. Archangel Haniel will help you. We call upon Archangel Haniel to help us honor our feelings. Haniel, connect and merge with us. Allow your beautiful energy and your beautiful light to dissolve any lower energies, any energy that is lower than love. And feel this light helping you to distinguish between your feelings and the feelings of other people, the limiting beliefs that have been put upon you, the energies of others. Haniel will help you to distinguish what is yours and what is others' energy. And you can clear that energy by staying in your own island, that beautiful pink orb with no judgment, with no emotional charges, and with no resistance, no anxiety, no shame, no blame. None of that energy will go through your bubble. And let yourself start to come back, noticing how you feel now. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and start to circle your ankles and your wrists. And start to bring your attention into this physical body, your physical body, feeling so refreshed, so revitalized, just recharged, so that you are in this beautiful space of wanting to share. And the vibration that you are sending out from this day forward is a place of peace and kindness. When you speak, You speak your tribe's language. They hear you, and they're so grateful for you. And you know you are always safe. And so start to just notice when you start feeling like you're ready to be visible and you'd like to try and start broadcasting and you'd like to start doing more, maybe live stream, maybe you'd like to do some more time where you have more interaction with your audience. That is your soul asking for expansion. So remember that the art of allowing is the same path as the path of least resistance. So when you start to feel like you're ready to do some kind of wanting to share your energy, protect your energy first by, first and foremost, I call it vibrational broadcasting, vibrational marketing. Vibrational broadcasting and vibrational marketing is only marketing and only broadcasting when you feel good, when you feel like you are ready to share and shine and serve. Because when we are not feeling good and we just broadcast because of obligation or because we feel like we have to, that's actually our ego getting in place. So I like to do, these are my things that I like to do for getting ready to broadcast and getting ready to, first and foremost, I always make sure that I fill myself first. And I always give myself healthy, natural foods that give me energy. So I choose to eat nuts and seeds like almonds, cashews, hazelnuts, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. Those are all great protein and omega-3 fats with lots of vitamins and minerals. So it gives me natural energy. And I also like to eat beans that are low in fat. Like I love black beans. I love all kinds of, so I always make sure that I eat very healthy, and I always have spinach. I'm a big juicer, so I put a lot of this, I put juice, I put spinach, and then I put seeds, and I put nuts and stuff into my juices, into my smoothies. But I always make sure that I have given to myself first before I try to broadcast, because you can't give from an empty well. So let's get into that real quick. I wanted to go into the 7 C's of building a community of raving fans. So, and this will kind of lead into more about the visibility, because it all kind of falls into the same category. The more comfortable you are with your own presence, the more comfortable your audience is going to be, and the more your audience is going to want to share, and your audience is going to want to come into the broadcast, and your audience is going to want to be a part of your tribe. So the C's that I love, the 7 C's that I call how you can really totally get that connection with your tribe, is number 1, consistency. Consistently making yourself a part of their regular, even if it's just 10 minutes, popping in for just 10 minutes. A lot of times I broadcast for like 10 minutes, or sometimes I'll broadcast 5 minutes. I do a mindful moment. I do a mindful moment of joy. So a lot of times I only broadcast when I feel like it's going to be something that I really am wanting to share. Like I find what it is I want to share, and then I make sure that it's something that I feel my tribe would be interested in, And then I make bullet points so that I make it consistent, so that throughout the week, like if I'm focusing on how to attract abundance, then I have, Monday through Friday, I have my planned programs of what I'm going to be talking about. So that's consistency is number one. Number two is collaboration. Collaboration is the key to almost every success. It's about really connecting and finding the people. That's number three, is connection. But collaboration is finding the people that you resonate with and really creating a relationship with them so that they will share your stuff and you can share their stuff, and you can do things together, and they will help you when you're doing stuff separately, and they will help you when you're doing stuff with them. So I really believe that collaboration is a huge, huge part of my success. The next piece is connection. You want to stay connected and engaged with each person who comes in, and really acknowledging them, because people are busy and they don't have a whole lot of time. So they really want to have something where they are feeling like it was valuable, feeling like their time was well spent. So I really try to make sure that my content is valuable and that it's something that I feel is really important for other people to hear. And community. Number four is community. Create that community, create that feeling of a soul family, create that feeling of community so that people feel seen and heard and validated. When people feel seen and heard and validated, they keep coming back. They keep coming into your broadcast. Not only that, they want to share your broadcast. They share your posts, they share your tweets, they retweet for you, and you don't even have to ask. They just do it because that's your community. So community is really key. And charisma. What's your charisma? Charisma is, to me, how you present yourself and how you stand out so that you are truly yourself, your authentic self. And that's how I think people stand out on the internet. I think the best way that people stand out in a noisy market is by being you, being who you are, not trying to be somebody else, but being who you are, and, following your own rhythms, your own vibrations, that's charisma to me. And that leads into confidence. So that's number 6, is confidence. See, when you have charisma, then you have confidence. The more confidence that you have in what you're speaking about, and the more confidence that you exude, the more comfortable people are with who you are, and the more comfortable they are with who you are, the more they want to follow you. And the last piece is clarity. That's number 7, is clarity. Have a clear message, a really clear message. There's not just one way to be successful. The most important part of being successful is being authentic and 100% real and 100% relatable. That's it. If you look at all the successful people that are online, on television shows, on anything, they have their authentic way of presenting themselves, and they're real and relatable. I mean, for me, those are the people I follow. I'm not a Kardashian follower, so I don't follow or TMZ. I don't follow those energies myself. And I don't want to judge anybody for doing anything that they follow. It's none of my business what other people follow. But for me, I like to follow people who are real and relatable and people I can connect with and that I resonate. Real relatable, and resonate. Those are the 3 R's. There we go. See, I always like to make things simple, so I always like to put things to a letter. Real, relatable, and resonance. If you have that, those are the 3 qualities, and I will follow you. I will follow you anywhere if you are real and relatable, and I resonate with you. So that, I love those. Those are my 7 C's. And then the next piece are the P's. So I love the P's, to rock your talk every time. When you rock your talk, and when you are in a place of excitement, you rock your talk every time. Doesn't matter if you're at a networking party or you're at the grocery store. It doesn't matter where you are. When you rock your talk, people listen. So here's the rock your talk, my beautiful 6 P's to rock your talk. Number 1 is presence. Presence. Be fully present with your audience. I don't care if it's the grocery clerk. Be fully present with the post office clerk. Be fully present with every single person. Really, really present. And when you are broadcasting to, say, 100 people or 200 people at a time, be present with one of those people so that you are speaking directly to somebody's heart. So be fully present and pause. Number 2 is pause. Have a way that you express yourself and pause. And then number 3 is passion. Have passion in what you're talking about. If you're excited about it, your audience is going to be excited about it. If you're reading from a piece of paper and you are in a monotone voice and you are not even making eye contact with the person, and you are reading from a book and you have no connection with the audience, you're going to lose them. So have your passion. Speak from a place of authority and excitement and passion about what you're talking about. And purpose. Number 4 is purpose. Have a purpose for why you're broadcasting. Have a purpose for you, for who you are. Have your purpose and know your purpose as you broadcast. And number 5 is personality. Bring your personality. Don't question your personality. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Bring your personality. If you like to sing, sing. If you like to dance, dance. If you like to make jokes, make jokes. Whatever your real personality is, let that be how you present yourself. And number 6 is possibility. Leave your audience with a sense of anything's possible. If they believe anything's possible, they're going to keep coming back. They're going to keep coming back to your show. They're going to keep coming back to your community. They're going to keep coming back to your Facebook page. They're going to keep coming back to your Twitter. They're going to be interested in what, if you have given them possibility, they will continue to follow you. I promise you, they will follow you. If they have possibility, they will follow you. And the 3 E's that I like to talk about for live streaming success is energy. And so I talked about that, the energy of, making sure that you eat, making sure you drink, making sure you charge yourself up with your archangels, with your helpers, with your invisible, non-physical helpers. Keep yourself in a bubble, a beautiful orb of that pink or purple energy, whatever color feels good to you. Protect your bubble, protect your energy. Feel that energy really rising before you want to share. And so number 2 is your emotion. Really let your emotions come through. The way that I have been able to build a following with my live streaming is I'm very, very reachable. People feel like today I had one of my clients contacted me. She writes poems and she's from Japan and she wants to translate and create an ebook of her poems. And you know, she reached out to me and she asked me, and of course I went above and beyond and gave her all the links to my people on Fiverr and how I did it. And you know, she said to me, I love that I can reach out to you. I am so grateful that I can reach out to you and ask you for help. If you make yourself available in those ways, you will create all of this. So I hope that those kind of things are, you know, what I talk about as how we can have more visibility and how we can have more connection and engagement with the audience, with our fans, with the people who are coming in daily, that are coming in weekly. You know, really ask yourself, what is it that I stand for? What is the message that I want people to receive and leave with? How can I speak my ideal client's language? So those are my tips. And also I want to also give you some tips on Instagram. I love Instagram. My thing about Instagram is I spend at least an hour on Instagram and at least an hour on Twitter a day. And I go through and do those 3 things that I talked about. Somebody who's real, somebody who's relatable, and somebody who I resonate with. And I follow them. And I comment on their posts. And I comment from a place of gratitude. And I really appreciate what they are sharing. And by doing that, I've created a following on Instagram because people, and I always post from a place of excitement and enthusiasm, and I really tune in to the people that I feel are reading my posts, and I make sure that I put pictures that are, like I said, relatable, pictures that my ideal audience are going to resonate with. Because I resonate, right? So what we give out, it's social media is just like the law of attraction. What we put out comes back to us 100-fold every time. So ask yourself, does my personality show in my posts? When you're putting up your post on Instagram, ask yourself, am I expressing my true self in this post, in this picture? Am I expressing who I really am and what my message is? Because that's what's going to get you people, that's what's going to get people to follow you, and also for you to follow them. Because it's a beautiful, beautiful community when you follow and follow back. And I like to, go into Status Brew, statusbrew.com. And if you go in, it's a free account. You go in and you can go into Status Brew, and you can just go through and see people who are following you back. Because if people aren't following you back, that means that they're not seeing your post and there's no engagement. So you want to make sure that you are following people who are following you back. So I highly recommend. That's another piece of my little secret to my success in building my following, because the more you follow people who you resonate, relate, and that are real to you, the more they'll follow you back. Because the reason they want to follow you back is because they're interested in what you're talking about. And if you're creating that community and you're creating that engagement and you're creating that connection, then people are going to want to follow you. So I'm going to open up the lines here. I hope I didn't talk too much. I hope it was like good and felt good for everybody. And I'd love to just any questions or comments or anything you'd like to share. I'm here. Can you hear me, everybody? Anybody there? Maybe I just went on and on. I thought I had Q&A. Oh, you know what? You might have to do Q&A on the Q&A, right? Let's see. I unmuted all the lines. So let's see if I have any Q&A here. Oh, yay. Okay. So you're just listening. So you're in just listening mode. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad. So did I answer your question? I hope that I answered your question, Astra. Is there any anything else that you want to ask me about? I hope that answered your questions that you wanted to. So, okay, so the question that you asked about how to conserve your energy so that you can start being more comfortable with visibility. Like I said, I love to do that pink bubble exercise. And then I also do, another thing that I do is my self-trust tips. So my self-trust tips that I like to do is I develop self-confidence with meditation. So I meditate first before I start to go and be visible. I do a meditation. I call in my archangels. I call in all my helpers. I remember and remind myself of what it is that I came here, what I'm here to do, what I came here to Earth for, and then I share that, you know, and I allow myself to do what I'm good at. So I give myself space to do what I'm good at. And I find the things that I like to do and the things that I love to share, and I let those things come through me. And then I let go of my attachment. I let go of my attachment to how the message is being received. And I don't trust other people's opinion more than my own. See, we can gain perspective by listening to other people's opinion, but the final decision has to be from us, because that is how we embrace and own our self-worth and own our self-trust. That's how we do. That's how. And then we also take risks. You know, take risks. A risk is trusting in yourself to reach outside of your comfort zone. I always say, just one little step outside of your comfort zone is your dream zone. So when you're expanding, your soul wants to expand and share these messages. Your soul is asking for expansion. So take the risk. If we don't take risks, we miss 100% of the shots we don't take. And then take responsibility for the choices that you did make in the past. And then live your life with just integrity so that you are doing what you came here to do, and you don't have to answer to anybody. You're just answering to yourself. So here's my guide. Here's my favorite guide. The path to least resistance. Notice how you feel and guide yourself into alignment with the desire of how you want the broadcast to go. Start visualizing yourself. Like right now, I'm getting ready. I'm going to go talk at this World Parliament on Spirituality. And it's going to be a big thing. And there's going to be 10 million people watching live stream. There's over 10 million people watched the last one. So I get a little scared when I start thinking about that. But instead, I let myself visualize how amazing it's going to be and how awesome it's going to be able to share and connect. And all those people have the same desire that I have, to see world peace and to see global peace and to see a way that we can find a global peace initiative and find a way that we can all work together to really bring in that unity consciousness, which is, I'm going to make a video about that, because these energies that are coming in with the Lionsgate, that came in with the Lionsgate portal that opened up for the next 30 days, this energy is still in full force for us to keep our focus on what it is that we truly desire. And thoughts and feelings lead to action, then results, right? So you get the thought, then you get the feeling, and then you take the action, and then you get the result. So when you know what you don't want, you can pivot and flip and have more clarity in what you do want. So when I think about the separateness that I see in the world and the way that there's bigotry and neglect, and the way that I see that, and I focus that is only an illusion in my mind, and that only love is real. So if I stay in the vibration that only love is real, then I start to have clarity about what I desire. And I desire unity consciousness, and I desire global kindness and global peace for every living being. And I desire to be a voice for the voiceless. And I get clarity in knowing that. You see how that works? So you're visualizing. Think about how you want the broadcast to go. Think about all the amazing, incredible, best possible outcomes that could come from your visibility. And then pay attention to your emotions and help your emotions to guide you to the path of least resistance. Let that energy be your GPS. I call it my joy GPS. I call it my joy GPS. And if I have something to share, like I was so excited today because I was sharing about on my broadcast, and now I'm broadcasting on the Global Meditation Scope as a host, and that they have over 9,000 followers on that channel. And so when I go on, I have, I don't know how many people I'm going to be reaching, but I know that there's going to be one person on there that's going to really resonate and really feel like they got something from it. And that's all I need. And that's all I have to think about, is that if I touch one person's heart, then I did what I set out to do. And letting that happen through me is why I'm here as a messenger. And so, I was talking about the myth of meditation. The 3 myths of meditation is, number 1, a lot of people don't want to meditate because they think it's hard, right? So I get so excited because I love to teach people how easy it is to meditate. And then number 2 is that they think that they have to quiet all their thoughts, and that if they're not quieting all their thoughts, then they're not successful at meditating. And I love to help people to learn how to use mantras and to learn how to use mudras and to use ancient wisdom for these modern times. We're so busy. And then the last myth that they said about meditation is that it takes years of dedication and practice to receive any benefits. And that myth is so untrue. Even in this one episode that I just did on global meditation, and there were 200 people in the room, and when we were doing the meditation, and 20 of those people were commenting, I've never meditated before. I never realized it was this easy. Wow, I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to start meditating. So begin to notice the evidence of how you do make a difference. And then you'll want to broadcast more. Think about that one person that's listening right now. And even on the replay, think about that one person who you are the answer to their prayer. Maybe you've helped them to realize that they have a connection and that they have multisensory gifts. Maybe you just happen to be the one who helped them to see that it's important for them to share their message, and that fear is just fuel for faith. Fear is always fuel. It's always showing you where your faith is. Is your faith in you? Is your faith in yourself? Is your faith in your message? Or is your faith in they're not going to like what I have to say? Or is your faith in judging yourself? Or is your faith in criticizing yourself? Or is your faith in perfection? I didn't do it right. Like, I feel like right now I had so much stuff I wanted to share, and the time is almost over. And we're running out of time, but I hope that you got something. That's all I ever think about when I'm broadcasting, when I'm sharing, when I'm teaching, is please know that everything I'm doing and sharing, I feel is valuable. And I hope that it's valuable to you. I hope that it's something that really helped you in some way, I love to shift from wanting to expecting. And then I love to do scripting with my magic pen. So I script out, I start writing exactly how I want, choose to, and expect my broadcast to go. So I frame the story and I frame the broadcast, and I start to frame it from an expected point. It's all in the way we talk to ourselves. It's all in the way that we allow our desire to manifest. It's all in the way that we allow and are open to receiving our desire coming true. You get what you think about the most, whether you want it or you don't. So if you're thinking, I'm not ready, I'm just not ready, I'm not ready, then that is what you're going to keep producing. I'm not ready. Nobody's going to care what I have to say. Do you know how many times I broadcasted to like 1 or 2 people? And I love that, because when I think about the people that they shared with their friends, and then so on and so on, and that is what it's all about. We can amplify our message by trusting in ourselves, by trusting in our message, by trusting that we came here to share something important. That will get rid of every visibility fear, every doubt, and any feeling of being drained, like you're being drained. You won't feel drained. You will feel charged, supercharged. I love doing this. Life treats me good storytelling. This is my new story, and this will expand and grow as you expand and grow. So I love to script a new story all the time. So this is what Abraham has to say about scripting. What I love about scripting is I have my little magic pen, and this is what Abraham has to say about scripting. Script the plot that you'd like to live. So script the broadcast. Script the visibility that you would like to experience, that you would like to and you desire. So we would begin by identifying ourselves as the central character. Then we would identify the main characters in the scenario. Then we would write the plot. It is most effective if you write it, especially in the beginning, because writing is your most powerful point of focus. So write it down. The purpose of this process is to practice the feeling of the broadcast, the visibility that you would like to live. The universe does not know or care if what you are vibrating is in response to something that you are living already. It doesn't care. And the universe will deliver the script that you write. If you regurgitate your script often enough, you begin to accept it as reality. And when you are accepting it as the way that you accept reality, the universe believes it and responds in the same way. That scripting helped me so much. That exercise of scripting, how I wanted the shows to go, and making bullet points of what I really wanted to express, and seeing the person being touched by what I was saying. So that's it, guys. Those are my tips. I hope that it was helpful to you. I'm so excited about our new adventures in growing and expanding and becoming more visible. It's so exciting. Tell yourself that story. Focus on that you are a messenger. You are a gift, and it's time for you to shine. I love you. Have an amazing, amazing night. And start scripting. Script how you want things to go. Use your magic pen. And remember, you are scripting all the time. So script it how you want it to go. I love that. And I will make another video. I will make another with all the stuff about the energies right now, because I had so much to share that I channeled through that I have to share. I'll make another video and also a meditation that you can do. The violet tree. So we are done.